SpotOn now allows you to record and play your own voice through your dog's collar.
Parker, come.
For voice commands to work reliably, your dog will need you to take the time to teach them what these new sounds actually mean. This new feature allows you to carry that communication at a much greater distance so you don't have to yell across your property. Now you can use this function to cue any behavior that you've already taught, but there are a couple of very practical ones that stand out to me. Recall, or coming when called, go home or go to a specific place, and maybe a no or leave it command if you see your dog about to do a behavior that you would prefer they avoid. But voice commands can be used for more than just cueing good behaviors or interrupting unwanted ones. You could also record yourself giving a positive marker, saying something like good dog, good boy, or yes. Maybe you'll observe your dog making a good decision like staying within their bounds or avoiding a distraction, and you want to mark that behavior at a distance. You'll just need to prime this button by hitting the button and giving a reward, hitting the button and giving a reward. Voice commands work best when your dog already has a solid understanding of the verbal cue. But if your dog doesn't yet understand the command, that's okay. Just teach them the behavior without the collar, and then layer in the voice command function, as you're going to see in the next step. The goal of this first step is to simply condition your dog that the sound coming from the collar is related to a behavior that you want. But hearing your voice coming from their collar might sound a little strange to your dog at first. So to avoid any confusion and any startle response, we want to do this conditioning phase with the leash on. So with your dog on leash and treats or a toy at the ready, hold the SpotOn collar or have it around your wrist and play the voice command. Then right after, verbally repeat the same thing. Parker, come. And do a helpful body language action. Like for come, walking backwards. For go to or go home, walk in that direction. And finally, praise and reward your dog for doing the behavior. Do this 2 to 3 times and observe to make sure that your dog is okay with everything. And if they are, it's time to put the collar on them and repeat this exercise. However, if your dog seems wary or unsure, you can always take the collar off of them and repeat the first step. You can turn down the volume, and sometimes moving to a slightly more distracting area will help your dog stop hyper-focusing on the sound coming from the collar. Next, you can gradually increase the distance between you and your dog while practicing the commands. And finally, you want to introduce distractions that you can control. For some dogs, this is just going to a more exciting part of your property. Or you could sprinkle some food on the ground, or maybe have a friend help you with their dog that's on leash. Here are a few pro tips to make this easier. Use a distinct intentional tone when recording your voice commands, rather than just being monotoned. Avoid overusing commands. If your dog doesn't seem to be responding to the commands, it's either not loud enough or they really just don't understand what you want, and you need to go back a step and help them learn the behavior. And finally, don't be afraid to use the leash to reinforce the behaviors that you want.
Leave it.
Voice commands are most effective when paired with clear training and consistent reinforcement. Start slow, stay consistent, and reward generously.